Hello everybody and welcome back to another first look map tour video with me, Cwattyeso, here in Farming Simulator 19 as I continue my search to try and find the map that I'm going to be using in my future Let's Play multiplayer server Let's Play series. This is the Taylor's Farm. Now, there are two versions of this particular map available. There's the version I'm playing on, Taylor's Farms, and then there is also a 4X version of the map available from the same author. So first of all, let's pull up the map and have a look. Have a look at the fields. There is a grand total of, I think, 29 fields here on the map. All laid out fairly straightforward, nothing too fancy. This map does have a couple of interesting little features. It has the individual fruit hood built in to the map, so you get these nice little cartoony little icons all over the game for your crop types and stuff. As you can also see, the map does have some additional fruit types. It's got carrots, onions, clover, lettuce, cabbage, red cabbage, millet, rye, spelt, poppy, hops, and tobacco. So there's quite a few extra crops you can grow and plant and sell on the map. When you start the game in new farmer mode, you start with field 17 and the main farm area, the biogas plant, and a grass field over here, field 26. I think it's a grass field. No, it's a normal field with nothing planted on it, so you're free to plant what you like on that. We've got a whole bunch of different sell points all over the map. There's breweries, Taylor's Wool, traders, bales, loads of choices. And look, most of the places accept all the different crop types. So throughout any gameplay on here, you're going to be competing with. Going to have competing sell points for prices, so you're going to be able to vary things up where you sell stuff. As you can see from the icons at the top, it's also added in a bunch of new kind of stuff. We've got seeds, it looks like there, between eggs and sugar cane. We've got obviously fuel and water. So he's added in all the additional crop types and lets you see where stuff can be bought and sold. So you've got your fertiliser and liquid fertiliser, although you can't sell that anywhere apparently. I've got digestate, which can be sold at the manure sales. You've got your lime, and then you've got all your carrots, onions, all your additional crop types down this end, compost. So he's added quite a bit of stuff in to try and future-proof the map a bit for when we get factory scripts and stuff like that. Now I could show you the starting fleet on the map, but because I've already been playing on the map, I've sold off all the starting vehicles. So unfortunately I don't have the original starting fleet, apart from the cow pasture, the sheep pasture, the horse paddock, the free range chickens, the silo, the sheds, the workshop, water station, and the farmhouse. The buildings are the only things I've kept. Basically, I've been playing with, obviously, vehicles, and obviously I've been having a look at all the different big bud mods, getting ready for the Welker Farms map. Got the class harvester over there, which has harvested the field. First field. Got the Fendt Tri-6. This is the V2 version of the Fendt Tri-6 mod. So that's okay. So yeah, this is your starting farm, by the way. Nothing fancy. You've got your house over here. You've got your free-range chickens. You've got your vehicle workshop here. And a couple of easy sheds. Your silo. And then you've got your sheep, your cows, and your horses. And that's it. And then a water tank. And that's it. That's your starting farm. Not very big at all. But obviously, the map has plenty of room for you to expand into. So, let's go and have a bit of a tour around, shall we? So let's go up in the air. Right. So as you can see, this is your start. You start pretty much more or less in the middle of the map. So if we head north to start with, you've got your store down here. You've got your couple of sell points on this main road. You've got like the pub. You've got your McDonald's. You've got your gas station. You've got your shop where all your vehicles spawn. And again, I've got plenty of big buds purchased and sat there. A couple of big brutes. One of those is, two of those are the new, that one, obviously looking at the wheels, you can tell is the new FS19 version of the big brute from Black Sheep Modding. And that one also shows you that you basically get the option of having skinny tyres or normal tyres. They've also added in FS19 the ability to put a trailer hitch on the back, so you can tow a trailer behind the big brute. And inside the cab, they've added a fire extinguisher, and that's about all the differences I can see between the way the FS19 version of the big brute is compared to the FS17 version, which is here. This is a convert of the FS17 mod, which I've had in game since early January, and honestly, they're pretty much identical. There's maybe a little bit of extra detailing on the back there, which the FS17 one doesn't have. But they've changed some of the colours in here on the taps, which are obviously yellow on this one, but honestly, in game, there's not a great deal of difference between the way they function. The FS19 version still doesn't have the correct unfolding animation when you lower the booms, which is a shame. They still haven't got that bit right, and they still don't have it so that the front wheels are smaller than the rear wheels, like on the real world Big Bud. But anyway, we've got plenty of tractors and vehicles, but that's not why we're here. We're here to look at the map. So again, plenty of nice big fields. If you like your big fields, American style map. Again, you've got sell points dotted around the place. So along the north edge, you've got a sell point there. You'll have another one over here. And again, I'm sorry I can't fly around as quickly as I have in some of the other videos I've done, the map tour videos, because I haven't on this particular profile got the player speed mod installed, so I can crank the movement speed. Even in this developer mode, I can't crank the speed up any higher. Got your manure sales down there, and again another sell point there. No railway system on this map, no trains to worry about. You do have AI traffic just driving around the map, and again, I think like quite a few of the maps, it's just single lane, single direction that they tend to drive in. We'll watch which direction this guy moves in a second. If he goes left, yep, it's single lane. So as long as you stick on the right side of the road as you look at it when you're driving around, you won't tend to run into vehicles. So yeah, if you follow the AI traffic, if you drive on the right, you'll miss them. So your main farm, your BGA is quite close to the main farm, just down here. Quite nice big silos to make all your silage in. And again, your BGA. Only thing I would slightly say I don't like about the BGA is it's using obviously the Ravenport Fellsborough Giants BGA, so it has that annoying issue where you can't just come along, tip bales and stuff. You got to kind of load it into that hopper area. The trigger point for unloading is a bit up in the air. I much preferred the BGA like on Stevie's Fenton Forest map, where you can just drive vehicles in and tip over a normal sort of unloading point. That to me is much better. I wish all BGAs, you know, kind of adopted that sort of process, because it's a lot easier than faffing about trying to find the bail trigger that's in the air and is about the size of a postage stamp like you get on all the Giants maps. Apart from Estancia Lapacho. Estancia Lapacho has a different BGA, and that one you can tip into on the ground. So again, this looks like your another sell point here. Let's have a look at the map. That's your animal dealer. So you've got your animal dealer down there. And like I say, you've got your mill, Taylor's Traders, supermarket. You've got your port for exports, your dairy right in the bottom, your bales. Like I say, farmer's market, manure sales, your wool spinnery along the top, your grain mill, sawmill up in the top corner, then your McDonald's, True Brewery, and all that stuff. So all your sell points are kind of on the external part of the map, apart from, as I say, the BGA, brewery, and McDonald's, which are quite close to the farm, so you haven't got to truck stuff for miles. And like I say, you've got plenty of sort of grass areas and areas where you could put placeables if you wanted placeables and you wanted to utilise some placeables. Big areas along the bottom of the map. Again, if you wanted to set up like some like smaller farms and have specific vehicles in specific areas of the map to do specific crops on specific fields. Again, it's not a typically fancy map, but it's incredibly functional. Doesn't necessarily need a lot of bells and whistles if it's got a lot of gameplay, and I think the additional crop types that the map comes with will give you some interesting things to work on. There's a Ledley down there, and then we've got the port, like I say, down here. Getting rid of stuff, exporting stuff, and your dairy tucked right in here. So you've actually got to come more or less into the port and then through that gate there to get to the dairy sell point. That's interesting. It's not an open sell point as well, so you kind of got to like back in there and unload and that. Setting up an automated unload course for that with something like Courseplay into those kind of sell points is a nightmare. I'll be quite honest, I much prefer sell points where you could just drive straight through. Once you start having to back in and out of sell points, it gets a bit, how shall we say, messy. Another sell point over there for your bales. So yeah, not, like I say, not terribly fancy, not full of lots of decorations and stuff. Again, lots of fields for you to just get on and work. Like I say, the additional crop types make this map obviously a little bit more interesting, a little bit more variety. Also, the map comes with its own pack of additional sort of vehicles. So you've got your carrot harvester, onion harvester, your lettuce harvester, cabbage harvester, red cabbage harvester, potatoes, sugar beets. The only downside to that is I would have preferred buying a harvester for each fruit type is going to be very expensive. At 295,000 a machine, that is incredibly expensive. I think I would have preferred had they gone with the, like they've done with the Roper Panther here, like he's done with the Roper Panther, where the one machine can harvest the multiple fruit types, providing you have the right header on it. Because again, it's a lot cheaper to buy multiple headers than it is multiple harvesters. And I think I would have preferred that. Again, you got your roper headers for the Panther mod. I wonder if he'll go back and update the Homer mod so it's just one vehicle that harvests all, but keep the individual headers. That would kind of make more sense to me. It's how a few other mod authors and mod makers have done things here on the map. Looking at the placeable system, there's only the free-range chickens that is a mod. The other animal enclosures are all standard Giants fares. In the miscellaneous section, there's nothing added by the map. In decorations, same thing again. Silos, obviously you have got the new Taylor's Farm 4X multifruit silo, which holds 1,500,000 litres of the crops, which is pretty cool. 80 grand. So how does that compare to the normal one? It's a little bit cheaper than the normal one, half the price, less than half the price than the Giants one. And again, that comes in a separate zip file. So when you actually download the map comes as a zip file that needs to be unzipped. Inside there, you've got the map, you've got the silo, and you've got the multi-fruit vehicles, and all those zips need to be copied into your mod folder to work, which means you can actually use the silo on other maps. Obviously it won't give you extra fruit types, but they won't function, but you will be able to store 1,500,000 litres of normal crops, which could be useful on other maps, because obviously it's a lot cheaper. So when doing Farm Manager or Start from Scratch, using this particular silo mod on other maps would be quite a cheap way of getting your starting silo, compared to, as I say, 180,000 for the default one. And obviously the cotton storage mod is from the iconic cotton pack, so you can store your loose cotton in there. Obviously I can't sell cotton on this map, is something I've just realised. Loose cotton. I don't think you can sell loose cotton on the map. I'd have to check the sell points. Sheds, again, just the basic easy sheds that came with the game. I've got no shed mods on this profile. And in terms of farmhouses, obviously you get the no surfboards lizard farmhouse, which, if I go back to the main farm and show you, this is the one that was also on the I think it was the old family farm map that I played on. Had no surfboards. So basically when you go into the house, you don't have all the ridiculous surfboards that were lying around and cluttering up the place, because it does seem a bit random that a farmer in the middle of nowhere, miles from any water, would have surfboards. Just wouldn't happen, would it? So yes, nice looking map. As I say, you've got the additional fruit types, quite a few of them. So if we look at cotton as a cell type, got farmers market, port exports, tailors traders, tailors wool. Be interesting to see if they accept loose cotton. It's something I would have to do a test with, I think. See if they would allow loose cotton. But there, this is pretty much the map. So again, like on all my previous map look videos that I've been doing, as I say, try to find the map I want to do the multiplayer series on, please leave your comments in the comment section below what you think of the map, and which of the maps I've done so far that you kind of prefer, or you would like to see the series on. Go ahead, click that like button for me, as that helps me out quite nicely. And also, if you're new to the channel and you're not already doing so, make sure you press that subscribe button. I'm Cwattyeso. This has been the Taylor Farms, normal size, not 4X, map look video. So from now, from me, it's goodbye.